Tomorrow, early voting kicks off ahead of the November elections. One thing to keep in mind if you plan on voting, bring a photo ID. Texas law requires one of 7 types of identification. Those include driver's licenses, election ID cards, military ID cards, and passports. Tomorrow morning on KXAN News Today, we'll take a closer look at voter education and outreach ahead of the election. The races in this election are mainly local, but there are several races you should know about before going to the polls. Folks in Austin will vote again on a bond package for housing. If passed, the city would borrow $65 million to create affordable rentals, as well as help ownership programs and repair programs. Voters turned down a $78 million housing bond last November. In Williamson County, there are several bond proposals. The biggest would set aside $228 million for road projects like 2243 in Leander. There are also bonds for parks in Williamson County, as well as several bonds on the ballot in Round Rock. One of the few offices up for grabs is Texas House District 50, which includes North Austin, Pflugerville, and eastern Travis County. 4 candidates are running for Democrat Mark Strama's old seat. Strama resigned earlier this summer to take a job with Google. No matter where you live, you'll have Proposition 6 on your ballot. That would amend the state constitution and take $2 billion from the Rainy Day Fund to create a water infrastructure fund. Communities would borrow money to build items on the state water plan. The fund has support from some top lawmakers, but some environmental and libertarian groups oppose the plan.
It's a boondoggle for people that want to make a lot of money on real estate speculation and to build the reservoirs. But it guarantees no money for conservation, which is our best bet.
When we compete with them for an expansion or a relocation site for major employers, you better believe that the status of water is part of the conversation. It comes up.
Ahead of that election, we hope you tune in to our special edition of In Session In Depth. Our political team will take a look at all sides around the water fund vote. It will air during KXAN News Today on Sunday, October 26th.